Hey there my friends, Kevin Steineman coming at you with the Mobile Minute. The date is November 9th and I have a few updates for you, and I also have the top 5 apps of the week that I'll be saying at the end. So the first one I want to talk about is Freshdesk for iOS. It's basically developing a ticket system that developers can use to track their ratings and use those ratings more so as a customer service indicator on what they should be improving in their app. It's pretty cool. Google Play actually already has something like this, but Apple hasn't released an SDK for their developers. So Freshdesk obviously showing the ability to jump on and a lack in the market for something that's necessary, and I would also see as needed for developers to really take the feedback they're getting from their users and implement those changes. So Flurry just announced that they acquired over 1,000 publishers in 3 weeks for their newest app spot. It's very cool. They have it for small publishers as well as large publishers. Definitely worth checking out in the link below. There's a lot of information on it and I really don't want this video to get too drawn out by describing it, so definitely take a look at the link below, and I wrote a whole article on it. That's very long. Well, not too long, but long enough for you to get the point. Anyway, next line of interest. Samsung Galaxy S3, believe it or not, has now become the world's best-selling smartphone. I don't know about best selling, certainly not best performing. I mean, personally, I've had a Samsung and I think the iPhone is far superior, but again, that's my personal opinion. So anyway, they actually just passed iPhone 4S in best selling phones, and I actually included another link to an article and it has the whole stats from strategic analysts. So the top 5 apps of the week, let's talk about that real quick because that's actually pretty fun. The number one, without a doubt, and I know it's kind of cliche given that they've just had such success and so many downloads that they don't even really need my mention, but it is worth mentioning and it is noteworthy, and that's what this whole top 5 in apps of the week is going to be about. So without further ado, I am definitely talking about Angry Birds Star Wars Edition. They actually surpassed all the apps in the App Store in the US and got to the number 1 spot in 2.5 hours. That's crazy. So I mean, they even said that they broke all their other records as far as getting to the top of the charts. I mean, 2.5 hours. Some developers try for so long to, I mean, that's just nuts. And you know, I'll tell you how they did it is because they had already established that network of users that they probably were able to push notifications or nag screens saying that their app is coming out. So with the push of just one tap, their users can go from all their other games to downloading their newest games, as well as the marketing campaign that they did and they've been doing since the Angry Birds Star Wars Edition came out. You really need to take a look at that and analyze what they did. They actually started that campaign probably a month and a half or 2 months ago, which is perfect timing for pre-launch strategy and getting those campaigns into the market. That's actually something I consult for here at the Mobile Minute. So if you're looking to develop a launch strategy for your app because you have one that's just finishing development, maybe it's 3 weeks away, maybe it's a month away, maybe it's just 1 week away, I can help you develop a strategy. Regardless, as long as you have at least a week, we can determine what's going to be the best course of action for you and we can make it a success, okay? Seriously. Next thing, Wreck-It Ralph. This was another very cool app and very nice use of the app industry to gain exposure. I thought the idea of Disney implementing an app to build awareness of the fact that their movie was coming out, and again, a month and a half to 2 months later, was a great addition to the campaign they already had going with their movie trailers and, you know, pictures of Wreck-It Ralph on the bus and all that other stuff that they had going on from obviously a multi-million-dollar company that can afford all that stuff. But, you know, us as developers, if we are promoting something, having an app like that is not entirely too complex and not something we think we're going to change the world with, is a great brand awareness builder. So definitely consider that in the future if you plan on doing things outside the app industry. Also, by the way, you know, they got to the top by probably paying for it, but I would probably guess to say that their positioning in the App Store won't go below 25 until a month after their movie is out of theaters. And when it does, and it comes back on DVD, I bet you they'll actually pay for the advertisers, pay to someone like Tapjoy, you know, again, just so that they can get back to the top of the charts, and then they can remind people that, hey, you know, maybe we should go buy the movie on DVD. It's really a brilliant design of marketing, and there's a lot you can learn from it, and that's why I mention it, and that's why it's noteworthy. So the third app is Action Movie. Actually, I had this app on my phone. It's very cool. You can basically create visual effects on the fly. There's some effects that it comes with and others that you can purchase. It's a freemium model, but definitely worth checking out. And it's very fun. I actually don't really have any games on my phone that I keep for long. And Action Movie is actually very entertaining, so I would definitely recommend it. Once you get it and once you start filming stuff and actually using the action effects, you're gonna have a blast and just kind of like playing around with it. So the fourth one, I mentioned this actually at the bottom of the article I wrote yesterday for Angry Birds, is that Evernote had a huge update yesterday as well, where they actually revamped their whole UI and made it a lot better. So you want to check that out. It's very cool. You can basically take notes and record audio at the same time. You can take pictures, and then you can include all of that, the audio, the text, and the images in a single document. I actually was writing a lot of my articles today using Evernote, and then I just copy and paste it into WordPress, and then it's good to go. So it saves me a lot of time. It can certainly save you a lot of time, so I would check it out. The last one, but certainly not least, is Makeup Match Me. It's actually a client of Mobile Minute that is working on an app designed for women to help them with their makeup and matching it to their skin tone, what they're gonna wear, the shape of their eyes, all that stuff. It's really interesting. I'm not gay or I'm not a woman, so I can't really comment too much on it or about what it can do for you. So I think a woman would appreciate it more. So if you're a woman, you should definitely check it out. Go check out their Facebook page. They're in pre-launch right now, finishing up development, and I know that when they finish, they're gonna have a rockstar app. So that's really it for the Mobile Minute and what we have to say. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.